welcome to my video. I hope you are very well. This is the pound yen, and I got chopped up on this today, so I'm going to explain why. We opened up well in the Euro session, ran up into resistance, so I waited very patiently and bought a pullback around the daily pivot, only to see this just chop around and roll out. I then bought that support and then got chopped around, and finally when the Dow opened it bottomed out on this 15-minute 50 EMA and then ran up. A couple of reasons why I think I got chopped up. I got chopped up because I was relying too much on 5-minute charts, which were very noisy today, and I got chopped up because there wasn't any data on the pound, so the pound yen had waited for the Dow to open. So after I got chopped up and got 3 stop outs, I had to stop trading. So when I walked away for an hour and then came back to my screen and then started buying these pullbacks in these support areas, just to cover my losses, basically. Okay, so you get days like that, but I have to have a plan for when I get 3 stop outs, and if I'm on the wrong side of this market or I'm getting to the market too early, then I'll just walk away and then come back. Same thing happened to me on the Dow. Not quite similar. I waited until the typical reversal time and looked, saw this S1 pivot, saw the high RSI, in a 5-minute chart, tried to short up here. Of course, it plowed right through my stop, and then by which time it was difficult to get in, as this was getting quite high. But I did start buying on this daily pivot when this, I saw this reversal bar. I thought it was going to roll over, but then when it held this daily pivot, I started buying and took some of that into there. So I covered my losses. I did not come away with a profit today. Just about broke even, slightly underwater. So the lesson to be learnt. The lesson is, to me, if it's choppy, or if you get at least one stop out, wait till the Dow opens, let the Dow make its move, and then instruments like the pound yen will generally follow. Okay, so where does that leave us on the dailies? Let's look at the 4-hour this time. Yeah, we're into the final part of the week, so let's have a look at what's happened. This is my 4-hour chart marked up, and you can see why I started getting in at 40, 45, 50 area. Massive 4-hour support, but it just swung it underneath the support before they picked it up and ran it. So tomorrow, if we see 170, if we close up here, I think we might get an overnight move to 171. These yen pairs do tend to move overnight. If we get a push up here, then I would like to buy 170, 170, 170.10 to see if we can get. Ultimately, I think we are going to 172.50. We've got a weekly pivot up there. Or is it a monthly? I think it's a monthly pivot. Sorry. Where that trend line comes down, and ultimately we've got 173.65 will be sold off from. But all pullbacks on this are bought. If you look at the trend line, yeah. So if I'd had that trend line on before, maybe I would have sussed that. And certainly if I'd used the 15-minute chart, it would have protected me from a lot of chop and slop. We are extended up here, so need to be cautious. We have got some resistance up here from this level here. So it's going to need a big push to get through that, if it is going to get there. But in the meantime, that is looking good. And the daily, This is why I think we'll get an overnight breakout, because if we just break 170.50 in the Asian session, I think they'll take it to 174 overnight. Sometimes it's with these Asian pairs, it's worth just buying the lows and getting a stop to break even and locking a bit of profit and see if they can carry it through. It's easy to forget that if you're trading a yen pair, they can move in the Asian session very well. So the Dow, assuming we don't get any sell-off into the close, we've only got an hour to go, has been bought on this support, and we are not quite above yesterday's high, so we need to close above, at least close here, if not higher, to warrant trading that tomorrow. If we do close up there, then obviously 16,000 is a potential area to start buying. RSI is just above midline, so there is scope for this to get back up to 16,300 at least, if not more. Pound US had a good day, but it's right at that resistance. The RSI is not extended, so that could pop through. 4 hour is very extended, so need to be careful on that one. Pound Aussie dollar has hit the fib resistance. I think this is a great chart though. I mean, I still think that will, if we get, it'd be great to get as low as 184.50 on that. But I think that's heading back to retest that star at 189. Euro. This has been a tough one to trade, and we had some hammers yesterday in the beginning of the US session, and they lifted it up and then came in today and then just bought it up. Euro yen engulfed. So I've put 2 boxes here because I think back here in early December we were moving sideways, shuffling around. All the lows were bought in the box, then we just bust up. I think we could be seeing a similar sort of thing here. We're closing that high, so tomorrow 139.60 is a potential buy to see if that can push up. Ooh, KDN, that's a bit of a spinning top. But the Nikkei is good, just if that starts failing, then that could drag the Dow down. Oil. Lows getting bought. Moving sideways, I think we'll probably shuffle up and move up. Wheat. This is, so we kept bumping around here. Finally, it's moved off the lows. Pullbacks were bought. That's moving up. So a lot of resistance up here, but we've got the potential for 620 and higher. Ultimately, 650 is a massive resistance. RSI is only just above the midline. Sorry about this. Soybeans higher, so consolidating here. Lows are getting bought, so they could bust up. They break above 1360, and we're going for around 140. So 14 bucks. Sorry. Sugar is okay. I think that's consolidating. It's obviously got a lot to do. If you're in it, just stay put. Sorry, you can't see that very well, can you? If you're in that, stay put. Coffee. sideways after that massive bust up. In a situation like that, I would wait and see if we get a decent pullback. That is still, in a bullish consolidation like that, you do need a drop. You need the 50 EMA is miles away. So let's see. I would stay put and let's see how that unfolds. Gold. It's had a good day. Yeah, it's just slowly ground up there. Obviously, 1300. A lot of resistance up there, including the 200. The pullback area is 1280. Let's look at some stocks. Bellwethers, Sainsbury's sideways to holding. Tesco's trying to punch up. Now Rolls-Royce has had a gap down. Drop in defence orders has hit this one. What I would do is I would ring fence this bar. For some reason it won't let me draw it. Okay, I'll draw it on this. I think we could. It's a good stock. I just go to show you it's a slow grind up. Pullback's a ball. High. Nice bottoming pattern here. Breaks out of a wedge. Retests it. Busts up. Retest 50 EMA. Busts up. And then when you start to get this area of resistance up here, and we close lower. We've got a higher low. Sorry, lower high. Sorry, you've got a lower low. Then we struggle at this fib area, and put a little reversal bar in, and then today they just gapped it down. So I would, if we can hold down here, at least 1050. Then it might be worth nibbling at it, but you're going to need a big stop. That's the only thing. I wouldn't use a lot of leverage with that because the stop's going to need to be so big. The banks, that's the hammer on Barclays on this major support. So keep an eye out for Barclays because I think the banks are going to do well as the year unfolds. They had results, didn't they? So steer clear of it for now, but let's see if we can hold in this area here and then move up. Lloyds, they had results as well. So gap down and held. But we start breaking up here. If you want to get in this, I would buy down here with a stop underneath this, and then see if that can crank itself up. Right, stocks I like are. Let me see. RNF. For some reason it's not letting me do it. Have a look at RNF and see what we're doing. Okay, because this software is playing up, I'll have to just leave that there. But take it easy as we get into the back end of the week, and I'll do a proper stock scan over the weekend. Okay, bye for now.